Okay. Okay. So to continue. The inner realms and the outer realms are very important to notice. If the outer realms, or let me say it this way, let's say there's person A and person B. Person A does something nice for person B. Person A expects person B to be nice. Person B is not nice. Person A, because they had an inner realm reasoning for doing the nice action with an inner realm expectation, if that expectation is not met, the person's inner realm feels betrayed and becomes cruel to the outer realms. If the species can understand that there is a way this intelligence of ours has been positioned that no one else can understand you like the way you are understanding yourself and experiencing yourself, because if they did experience you like you, they would be you. So this world has designed, regardless of our similarities, regardless of our understanding, the inner realms are in some sense bordered. They are bordered by an outer realm. In other words, we can say person A communicating to person B is three dimensions. The inner dimension of person A, the outer dimension of person B, the actual dimension where they're both in. The outer realms is the great bridge to all the inner dimensions of all beings that are conscious here. To be smarter than one's anger means to be smarter than your own inner realms. To be smarter than your convictions of vision. This is what I am learning. Our species has an incredible ability to redirect itself after it does something inefficient or it makes a mistake. The inner realms is where the emotions arise. The individual's inner life, if they depended on the outer realms, you cannot be free. You will go into an emotional roller coaster. But if you realize that your inner realm, your mind, is an activity, one of the activities going on here. If the species has an ability to not be sold on its own ignorance, to not be convinced, you see, it's like after you learn to look through other people's shoes, to logically, analytically wonder, okay, what's going on in that person's mind in front of me, afterwards you suddenly realize every person has an abstract relationship with themselves. That abstract expectation of one's own life, it is on some level very a profound inspiration because it's our ambition. You see, a person can have an ambition, for example, There's certain people in the tech sector working on the longevity problem. In other words, the person doesn't want to die. They have an immortal expectation of themselves. If they don't meet that immortal expectation, an individual can hate their own effort. If you do it for something else, and that something else does not respond, it is very possible to hate and get angry. What I'm trying to say in this episode is really this idea. We get angry because an inner self's expectation has been denied. But if we realize we're not an inner self, that the idea of our conviction of absolute truth is a momentary passage, the next time you get angry, ask yourself, who is getting angry? You may find a lot of reasons for the idea of you. But if you notice, there is a moment before the release of anger where the person is selecting. They are choosing. Choice means there is a space prior which you can choose from. It's an observing state. In other words, in front of our eyes, we are creatures of form. Behind our eyes, we are creatures of vision. The vision may have form, but it doesn't have substance. In the outer realms, I can hold a cup, and I can close my eyes and visualize holding like another type of cup, but I cannot experience that cup in the same way I hold a physical cup. What the children of this world have not been taught is that your inner life can be made, you can become responsible of your inner life if you realize that there is an emptiness and there is a force which is imbuing that emptiness with nature. The Buddha said something so profound. He said the nature of objects are empty. It is your attention. It is your attention on the object that imbues it with a nature. Now look at the human body. The human body can have no meaning, or you wake up endless days giving it new meaning. But it is empty unless the attention is on it. When I sleep, in deep sleep, am I a person? Am I a self that has problems? Am I a self that is angry? Am I a self that is kind? No. The intelligence of this presence of being here has an ability to be regardless of the condition of it. We are free beyond our belief of self. I've got a very huge insight recently. I don't know why, but I'm this person who, in the past 2 years, the idea of marriage has become something I'm very fond of. But then I thought about the purpose of such a relationship, and I thought that how can two perfect beings ever be in a relationship? The ideal of perfection limited to our own experience is a flaw. A person can say, I'm perfect, but are we? What I've realized is that selflessness is a cheat code to a type of perfection where there is no self that can be imperfect. A lot of spiritual people are actually dehumanizing themselves and thinking that is freedom from suffering. It is not. It's just an absence of true responsibility. All problems extend from a self, because who has the problem? What is the problem for? Who is it for? It is ourself. And this is so hard to say because everybody is saying believe in yourself. Everybody is saying believe in yourself. But it is the belief in that self that stops seeing other selves, the other nature of reality. That means I never thought I'd say it, but it's the opposite. When you don't believe yourself, you actually give yourself an ability as an unknown viewing force to reposition the meaning of reality. You know, I had a prayer where I said, God, make, in some sense, if I am alive in this life, show me the most advanced lifetime. If I cannot do it, you can. Do it. Show it. And little did I know that it must come from an acknowledgement of all. An advanced being does not fear itself. And because we fear ourselves, we hide. We limit. We try to be, artificial good people, and then when we die, we realize we were never what we thought. My allegiance as a being and my honor stands with the destiny of consciousness in this realm. For how long?